Groins Reserve proposed playground renewal.
In fact, look, this came to the board prior to the board making their LTP submission, and I note that the board has requested that this playground be deferred in their submission.
Yeah.
So awaiting the outcome of that, I'm not sure. But to me, part of the reason may be because the Western Bypass is going to end up too close to the existing playground. So I'm wondering if we could perhaps get some more information on this and whether, in fact, NZTA may be even willing to work with us on this one.
Right. So you would like to move that this matter lie upon the table
yes,
while we gather
information.
further information, seconded by Ali, Yanni.
Further information, I support the process, but can we also get information back on these safety standards? Because it seems one of those really silly things that, we're knocking down playgrounds, building new playgrounds with these safety standards, and given our financial situation and given that the board asked for this project as possibly being deferred, I would just like to understand why we'd need to knock down play equipment simply because of a safety standard.
Yeah, okay, so you're referring to the fort,
Yeah.
which says it no longer complies with current safety standards. So I guess the standards are changing, and therefore what was old equipment. So I think that's fair enough.
But I think government's got a whole submissions process underway now around rules and regulations that don't make any sense. To me, this seems like possibly one candidate for our submission on that. But I think getting some information back about why those safety standards have changed and what the impact is of actually leaving these things here would be important.
Our jungle gym used to be over concrete. We were tough in those days.
Luxury.
Yeah.
So that's only part.
We were allowed to play Barbador in our day. We were. Oh, they called it. Some called it Bull Rush. We called it Barbador. Same game, different name.
Water's only part of the playground. The rest of it's okay for 8 to 10 years.
I agree.
So you're not going to be bereft of a playground.
We need to breed our kids tougher. Yeah. So says a non-mother. All right. So
that information will go back to the community board, or does it come back to here? Can it go back to the community through the community?
Yeah,
board?
for reference back to the community board. Oh, well, then we might as well refer it back to the community board, because it wouldn't lie on this table then, would it? No. That the matter be referred back to the community board for further consideration.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So
I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried.
And that takes us over to the only other thing is the 8.7. We had the briefing. We had a deputation from Dan Abel on his request to access Lake Tahi, which is part of Lake Rotokohatu, which is two lakes there, Tahi and Rua, for swimming. Now, it's not open public swimming. He wants to run just several hours for swimming, 1 2-hour evening session and a lunchtime one, and sometimes Saturday and Sunday morning 7 to 8:30. There's already users of that lake, but he feels it would fit in okay. We had a briefing from one of the rangers, Rodney Chambers. So I think the community board will probably pick this up and try and work further with the groups and see if we can get them all working in together.
Yep.
They say that the water out there is the cleanest in Christchurch. It's not many places you can actually swim. So, yeah, it's a good
Okay.
spot.
So you'd like to move that the report as a whole be adopted, and Ali would like to second that. So
Yep.
I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried. Spraden Heathcote Community Board.